Hello, it is me. Hello. I did some weird stuff with my lighting today. We'll see if the lighting looks good. I think it looks kind of nice. I'm kind of okay with that lighting. Hello. What are we working on today? Oh, fan art section looks legit. Thank you. I just need to fill it out. Me and Joe may or may not be doing a little extra fan art stuff together at some point. Tablet Genius. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hello. It's been maybe about a week. All right. Hello. What are we doing today? Hello, 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 everybody. I have some little guys. I actually have a picture that I have made myself. This is a long time ago. I made this back in college, I want to say. It was an idea for a story that I had that has kind of been repurposed. So the weeping pillar and the little lady inside the crystal here, it's not exactly what we're doing. It's not exactly the thing anymore, but something like that is here. I don't want to spoil it. I want to do something big with this, so I'm going to do my best not to spoil anything right now. But yeah, this is what we're working on today. So I'm going to make this little parasitic boy. It's going to be very similar to like the Flood from Halo or something like that is the general idea I'm going for, but we'll see as we go. And if we get extra time, I'm going to try and break out the extra little bits of this. I see we have a question of the day that I did not repurpose. So now I have to redo the question of the day. Thanks to T. You're excited for this monster? I'm also excited for him. I think he's going to be cute. I have high hopes at the very least. I have high hopes for this little guy. Let's go ahead and throw a bit of music back on, and then I'm going to dig in. Thank you for the goose. Baby bee. Okay, we got bunny ears straight away. Let me go ahead and fix the question of the day first. What should the question of the day be? I need like a rotating question of the day. I need it to do it for me. I don't want to do question of the day every day. I'm like too lazy for that. Question of the day today is... I got it. Alright, it is set. I wouldn't. Like, my mom wouldn't disown me or anything. It would just be an obnoxious conversation. Fair. Okay, Joe answered the actual question of the day, which is sweet. We have a new one now. Same, we have the same mom. That sounds about right. Alright, let's go ahead and throw bunny ears right away, and then we're gonna just dig in. I'm gonna go for it. I've ruined my lights. It is big haircut hours. Big haircut hours. I've been waiting until after winter. I'm dying first. Do you know how to set up an armature? I do know how to set up an armature. I'm not good at it, but I know how to do it. I also know how to do shape keys if your butts look weird. The volumes are a little aggressive for me. I like it. That was the most inappropriate dance for that song possible, but I went for it. Okay, so, there's like way too much noise going on right now. I'm kind of losing my mind. I'm gonna turn that down. Hello, I've returned. I likewise would die in a zombie apocalypse. Hi pyro, hi pyro. Hi pyro, hi pyro, hi pyro. Zombie apocalypse. Here's how you survive a zombie apocalypse. You get a boat. Easier said than done, I understand. That's the hard part. If you die getting the boat, you die getting the boat. But you get a boat. You get a boat, and you still playing on The Witcher 3? Yeah, you'd be a dorky sidekick, and you would just have somebody else do all the rescuing for you. I read that. Here's what you do. You get a boat. You go out on the water. Nice little bit of water. and you go and find a little island that you can see all the sides of the island. As big as you can get, but you need to be able to do a circle around this island. And all you do is you bring a bunch of pot and pans, whistles, blow horns, whatever you can get a hold of, and you just make a bunch of noise as close to shore as possible, and you just wait. And you see if any zombies show up. And if they show up from the edge of the water, or from the island, then you know that that island is not good, and you go to the next island. Or you could try and do something fancy, but realistically, you're going to want to go to a different island. And you just do that until you find an abandoned island. While zombies are coming out, one big thing you got to do is watch them go in the water and see what happens when they get in the water. Do they die? Can they swim? Do they walk along the bottom of the ocean? Because if they can live in the water, nothing's safe and you're screwed. But if they can't go through the water, you're set. You just hang out on the island. You live on the island. You take little emergency breaks to go to the mainland and go grab Sterno cooking stoves and seeds and whatever else you need. You got a little post-apocalyptic video game waiting to be made. That's how I'd solve it. Until you start having to deal with the drowned. I mean, if somebody throws a trident at me, that's it, right? I'm not surviving that. Especially when the drowned get tridents, then you're destroyed. Yeah, pretty much. At least it's a cool way to go. I agree with that. I mean, if it's a zombie apocalypse, cool way to go is kind of your MO, right? Call SCP Foundation and hail their sweet, sweet class of amnestic. Easy peasy. Yeah, but then you still live in the zombie apocalypse. What? That doesn't solve anything. You're so excited for the new computer so I can play Minecraft with shaders? True. I will be able to play roguelike adventure dungeons. What is that? What is that? Are you talking about roguelites in general, or are you talking about a very specific game? Tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and delete these vertices. It's a Minecraft mod pack? Got it. I've never experienced this before. I'm not the biggest guy when it comes to Minecraft modding. It's not really my scene. Okay, here we go. We're going for this. I'm gonna make me a little bit of a monster. Go outside with a pickaxe, shovel, bow, and play Minecraft in the best HD. Honestly, that was savage. The biomes outside are too cold. True. True, true. That's true. That's true. Shout out to Tablet Genius's favorite soundtrack in the world. There we go. Move to another one. Also, the villagers have attitudes. True. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing with the shape of this thing yet, so bear with me while I sort of just get the basics down. This guy's gonna come together, hopefully pretty quickly, and I can start working on the extra stuff, but if not, we're gonna get there. I promise we'll get there. It's just gonna require a bit of thinking. Oh my gosh, my voice. I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do a little SZ. Thank you for the hydrate as I'm killing my voice. first order of business today is to say that my back hurts. And the reason my back hurts is because I helped my dad all yesterday dig holes. So I'm a little beat up. I'm a little beat up today. But can't complain. Digging holes is actually kind of fun in a weird, twisted way. I wouldn't want to do it every single day. If it was my job, I'd be not pleased about it. But digging a hole is not that bad. I hate digging holes. That does not surprise me. Okay, so I've been linked a video. I'm not going to watch a video on stream, but if you'd like to give us a synopsis of what this video is, we could have a retelling. Alright, so here's what we're up to. Ba-da-ba. You sent Diggy Diggy Hole from the Yogscast? Wow. This day and age is Diggy Diggy Hole. Wow. I mean, I'm still a fan of the Yogscast. I'm just gonna put that out there. Still a fan, still watch. Just enjoyed the Jingle Jam. Quite love those boys. Turns out they're pretty cool. I say boys. I mean, there's lots of females that work for the Yogscast, but I'll say boys because for me, boys is everybody. Everybody's a boy. You're all boys in my mind. Everyone's a boy on the inside. We all just want to play with Legos. And if you tell me that you don't want to play with Legos, I don't think you have a place on this stream. I don't think you should be here if you don't want to play with Legos. Sorry to, like, ostracize less than 1% of my audience. You changed your playlist. I added songs to it, slightly. Not that much, just a few. Minecraft Legos? Okay, we are on a big Minecraft kick today. Somebody call CQDK. Females. The heck is a female? What in the Sammy Hilfiger is a female? I noticed. You always notice the music. You got a real ear for music, my man. You should put that energy into something. You got a music brain. Females. Is that one of them females? Sorry, I'm gonna lose it today. Just gonna put that out there. It's gonna be one of these days. If you were expecting a normal day, why are you here? Okay, so that's not a bad looking little guy. Okay, so the shape of this guy is really coming together in my opinion. We're making like a stingray, something weird. Getting the face right is really going to be important. I want to do like this sort of shape. This shape is really interesting to me. I like the way this looks a lot. You lost? I mean, that's the void gives and the void takes. You got to be prepared when you venture into the void. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Just like that, and I'm gonna do a GS to give it that like really sloped forehead. We're gonna go for it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is where it all comes together. This is where we're gonna make the actual shape of this thing feel real. By the way, what's the difference between woman and female? Okay, Tablet Genius. Here's a little English lesson for you. I hope this is good. I hope this is useful. I'm sure you're aware of this, but in case you're not, English is full of words that are like categories of each other. Like a monkey is an animal, but an animal is not a monkey, right? There's stuff like that. There's a lot of that. I'm sure that's true for literally every language, but just trying to make it as easy as possible to understand. In English, there is girls, which usually refers to younger, although you can call an older woman a girl. Technically, girl is young, under the age of 18, quote unquote. And a woman is older, so older than 18, although it's used more loosely than that. It's not scientific. So, saying female is the general term for both women and girls. Female is anybody with a vagina. I mean, it's not anybody with a vagina in the gender sense, but it is in the biological sense. That's basically how that works. So yeah, that's all the difference really is. Hey, no worries at all. Do what we can. Alright, so I should be able to poke this back. Check this out. We're gonna make something a little haunted here. Lurk, work. Yeah, you're good. You live your best life, my man. Female is super cringe thing to call a woman, though. It's like saying alpha males call women what when they are giving other men dating advice. True. I think the concept of what is cringe and what is not cringe in our language is maybe like super hard to explain, though, because so much of it is very contextual. Like, what's cringe for a lot of people is, like, very normal to non-English speakers. Okay, so that's not correct. We've messed up. But I do feel pretty comfortable with what we've made here so far. I do actually like the look of this guy. He's just a little too wide. He looks a little bit like a pufferfish. And I'm not trying to make a pufferfish today. That's not the goal. Good to know that I can make a pufferfish on command, though. So we want something that looks a little bit more like that, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bit more on the like nuanced scale. That looks good. That looks really good. That feels real. I keep saying that feels real. I think that's like my new like term when I do modeling stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why I've been saying that lately. Just feels right. That feels real. I guess when you're making artificial stuff, you want to make something that feels like it's not actually artificial. So I guess that's where the term comes from. But it's definitely been the term lately. Excuse me. Dying Squirtle. Okay, so we have this guy. This little boy. He actually looks great. Bless you. Thank you. Very appreciated. He actually looks so good. He looks so freaky. Now, I've made one mistake already. And now I have to fix it. But I believe I can fix it. I believe in my abilities. As my ears fall off. Bada 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 beady. Oh, Greemall. Freaking me out. Everybody's here to freak me out. Hello, Greemall. How you doing? Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, this is gonna work. Bye, baby. Doing fine? Good. I haven't heard from you in a little while. Been curious about you. I'm good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling all right. I have been pretty productive lately, which has definitely been the focus for me. I've been on a big productivity kick for the past few months, and I've been doing all right with it, which is nice for me. Because I tend to get blown out every now and again with things. I tend to get a little overwhelmed sometimes, so keeping the productivity high is important to me. And I've been good about it, which is pleasing. So that's pretty much all there is for me. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to make this not look so strange. And I'm thinking the way we do that. Here we go. Bring it down just a little bit. Let's actually remove this subdivision surface, because I think we can play with this scale quite a bit. This guy can be brought back just a little bit. That feels okay. That feels way better. That's the look right there. That's the look right there. And now we just need to take you and make sure that we crease it correctly to get that little ridge in there perfect. We want that to be kind of a weird, flat-looking face. I don't know how to do that part. That part seems difficult. I might need to do this through some sculpting. I'm just trying to poly edit for the beginning here, but we are going to get into some sculpting here in just a little bit. So let's not get too caught up in all of our details yet. There we go. Just a little bit of depth to that. Sure, this will work. Here we go. Let's push that down. Let's push you out. So to give you just a little bit of this like weird tingerly look, although that doesn't want to work very well. Which makes me now question if I should be grabbing you and flattening you like that. And now we can add this. That does not look right. Something looks very off here. Something looks very weird here. Yeah, it's you. There we go. That looks a little better. Let's take a look at that without all the see-through nonsense. See if we can get it to look a little bit less jank. I mean, that looks not bad. Maybe we grab this guy and just bring him up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's grab you. Let's do a little GX to bring you a little bit more round. And I'm going to say that is not a bad look. All right, now I got to make the wings, which I'm not pleased about, but it is going to make this whole thing look good. So we do need the wings, and I need these perfectly round little eyes as well. So first off, let's do eyes. Okay, so the eye actually is a little on the grosser side. It looks like something out of Half-Life, for sure. I've made one of the hound eyes, or whatever they're called, from Half-Life. An unfortunate monster that didn't make it to Half-Life 2, even though it really deserved a spot in Half-Life 2. Work meeting, so lurk for a bit. All right, you do you. You live your best life. I'm gonna assume that work meetings are not your best life, but nonetheless, go live your best life. Okay, I'm gonna say that is probably a little closer to what we want it to look like. Yeah, look at that, a little boy. There's a lot of editing that I'm gonna have to do to this thing, but we'll get there when we get there. He's a little on the cartoony side for now, but he's not gonna be cartoony forever. This thing is gonna turn out, I promise. Whether it kills me or not, this guy's gonna turn out. There we go. A little bit of depth just to make it feel less like a cartoon. The circles maybe were a bit too much. Now we have something that actually feels real-ish. Which means this guy should also be fixed. Okay, so I can take you and combine you guys together. We're gonna do just a little quick merge. Merge at last, just like that. We're gonna do the exact same thing to you. Merge at last, and that should give us a rounder little tail, which it does. Now we just want to make sure that the tail comes together correctly. I'm feeling this guy. This guy's gonna be great. There we go. That's roughly equivalent to what we have in the beginning. That should be fine. You know what? I actually like that lower. It looks better like that. It looks better like a shark. I might thin out this tail a little bit, but otherwise I'm thinking we're okay on here. We got ourselves a little boy. I kind of wish this ridge split into two. Which, how am I going to make that work? I kind of think we got to do that. Okay, so if we do this and I merge all the way down, so none of this should be affected. It should only be the back end that gets changed. Okay, so now we have a triangle, correct? We have two triangles, which I think has to stay as is for the time being, but eventually that triangle will go. There we go. Okay, so cool. Now we add the subdivision back in and we take a look at it, and it looks like it divides. Okay, we got to get rid of the center line. That center line is gross, but otherwise, we're good. And if you look directly on, yeah, he's got like a weird little mouth thing there. That'll work for me. The only thing I might change is just lower that down a little bit. Perfect. Cool. Now the wings. Let's make wings. I thought about doing little like mockingbird wings and have them beating like really fast, but there's a part of me that's like, that's not it. That's not what we're going for today. The energy today is definitely this, like, I don't even know what you would call that. Bat wings, almost? Sort of batty looking wings? Also, this is a problem. I didn't realize that was going to be a problem. Let's fix all this up. This is kind of an ugly mess. Get rid of that eyeball. Actually, that will work. I think I could do some fancy stuff to try and fix that eye up, but we're gonna leave it as is for now. And we throw the eyeball back on, and it looks okay. And the top looks back to normal. Perfect. I think I might like having a little well down here, like a tear duct or something, but we'll get there when we get there. You know what? He's pretty close to looking amazing. Let's give him those little wings. Do I really have to cut him in half again? I don't want to do this. If we just give him like giant wings, is this going to be the world's biggest problem? I don't hate the way that looks, actually. We're gonna have to do some weird divisionary things to bring it back in, but we'll do that when we get there. So you get resolved into here. You get resolved into here. Now we have what is effectively a manta ray. We have a little manta ray. Look at him. Okay, he's perfect. He looks great. Did we not just hear this song? I thought we just heard this. Oh, I mean, he looks fantastic. I mean, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life, basically. We're going to tighten up those wings just a little bit so we can have a little bit more body to him. And I'm thinking maybe we want to cut these wings in half a little bit. But otherwise, I think we're done. There we go. Plug you in with a J, plug you in with a J, and we're done. That is pretty well topoed, I would argue. It has this little crisp on the edge, which I think is perfect. In fact, I might even exaggerate that by bringing this guy out. I mean, he really is just a manta ray at this point. So, now let's make it not look clean and symmetrical. Let's make it look actually weird and interesting. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. So we have a little scuttlebug. Little baby scuttlebug over here. Now that can stay. That could probably go up to give us that weird little crease right there. In fact, you could probably also go up to match it. Look at that. That feels very real. I kind of wanted the wings to come out a little bit more and maybe have this little scoop on the end because I pictured it being able to like sit on things. So I guess I'm going to challenge myself to do that right now. I kind of think we're okay where we're at, but I'm going to go for it. Just in case I can get it to work. I mean, that does look good. It does have the energy that I want. Look at him. Does that look like he can infect the entire world and like just ruin all of civilization? Does this look like the boy that would destroy the world? Because I'd like to believe so. I'd like to believe this is what the end of the world looks like. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and round out a little bit of the bottom of this so that it can hold itself up a little bit better. We want this ridge on the bottom to be almost like kind of weird with how like structured it is. I might even try and cut a lot of it on the tail. I don't think the tail needs that ridge. I think only the body needs the ridge. So, let's grab this and you, and let's merge at last and bring you up just a little bit, and then we're gonna repeat. Merge at last. I think we might be in business. I'm gonna say that's pretty good. I might even merge one more higher. Although I like that look. No, one more higher. Let's do one more. We want you to merge as well. And that way we'll just have that little ridge right on the bottom of the body, and then it'll round out into a normal-ish looking tail. That looks nice. Okay, problems. Problems that we can see. The wings go lower than the tail, which I think is not a good look. So we're gonna grab all of these guys and bring them up. Boy, that feels right. That feels really right to me. That feels so clean. Okay, let's do the exact same thing on the top of the tail. Now that we're here, now that we know what we want. Merge you. Just nice and simple. Everything's just gonna be nice and simple. I might even want to do one more up, but let's see what that looks like. The tail looks okay. It's a little spiky still for me, but I can't be that upset about it. We lower that down. We keep everything else kind of nice looking, and I gotta say that's something. So I've given myself the ability to take a break today. I have a really easy task that I can do if I get kind of flustered and I need to take a break. But dare I say, today was a day that I really didn't need a break to finish this guy. I feel pretty confident with what we got. I think this guy looks great. I mean, that is a little alien boy. I suppose this can be rounded out maybe a little bit better. So let's do that. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And we'll bring all of this back and take a look at it, and that looks solid. I mean, that looks great. The only thing that's bad is this little mouth right here, which it just requires me to affect the mirror, and then I'm done. Have we nailed it? Is this like a rare day where we just nailed it? How did this happen? How did we get here? I think we just like did it today. So there's like a weird little square here on the face that I don't love, and I don't know how to get rid of it exactly. I think we maybe want to go like that. Relax the face down a little bit. Slide relax. Like that. That part still looks weird. I'm assuming it's the way that everything combines together right there. Maybe it's a pull or something. It's not a pull. Why are you so weird? It's got a weird like hexagon look. Like it just do, just like that. What is that? Why are you so stern looking? Okay, our tear duct is looking good. Why this boy cries, I don't know. Why do any of us cry, I suppose? Questions that, unfortunately, I'm not qualified to answer. I don't know why any of us cry. I mean, I know, like, effectively why we cry, but, like, not in a metaphoric, philosophical sense. There's, like, 3 kinds of tears or something. Basal tears, reactionary tears, or whatever they're called. I'm not a crying expert. I'm actually far from a crying expert, but I meant on the metaphoric level. I'm gonna say he's like good. I look at him, and we got the look of the tendrils down. Like the tendrils are good. That's good. We got the scoop from the tendrils, which I think could use a little bit of love now that I'm looking at it. So let's do that. Last part. Have I really been streaming for 45 minutes already? What on earth? I thought we were making great time. Okay, let's poke that back in. Take a little look at those tendrils. That looks a little bit better. Could probably do a little bit more if I'm being real. Could probably grab these and just bring them straight up. And bring these straight back. To give it that really, really like hyper exaggerated look. I really want to pull the skin back a little bit. This feels good. I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm pretty pleased I didn't have to sculpt this. This is all just poly. Just a full poly edit. Take a look at that one more time. They're definitely not as round as I just made them. If anything, these guys actually go back. Especially you two. Whoa. Get something that looks a little bit more like that. Which feels fine. I might be inclined to try and combine together a few of these guys now that we're here. So let's remove the eye. Let's take a look at everything. Yeah, we can combine all this. Have I gone a little crazy? I think I might be getting a little too giddy, but if it works, eat it. So we're just gonna poke all the way around this, and we're gonna get to this little center bit and hopefully not ruin ourselves. I think the rule of thumb is if you're gonna keep center lines straight, you should just combine them, right? Like a straight wall is gonna be a straight wall regardless of how you try and do it. That's the one that stays. That's the one right there. Perfect. So we look at that and we say, how does everything look? Well, that looks way better. That looks infinitely better. This part looks good. That little center line there has a little bit of a thing in there, but we'll get there. Everything else looks infinitely better. Even the eyeball looks better. Did it get rid of our little... No, it didn't get rid of the hexagon, but that's okay. That part looks better. I'm gonna say that's a not bad looking little boy. So I think it might be time just to jump straight into the break. Although, there's a part of me that really wants to try and fix this hexagon right now. So let's do that. While I got some energy left in me, let's just fix what I can see. that. What if we do this? No, bad. Don't do that. Okay, so that line right there, something is really strange about that line. That looks a little better. I think the only way I can really affect the hexagon is this guy right here. Oh, and I actually see why it exists. Okay, we've come full circle now. We're here. It's because of this relationship right here, which means that probably needs to be lowered. You can be brought over just a little bit. No, keep that where it is. And now we push you back. Dare I say we've kind of fixed it a little bit. It's a lot harder to see, I'll tell you that. It's not perfect, but it is a lot harder to see. I think if you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't notice it. I think if you didn't stare at this as long as I've been staring at this, there's no way you would see it. Which might be good enough for me, but you know how I am. You know what? I'm gonna say that's okay. I'm gonna say it's fine. I think I'm good. I think I'm done. I think I'm done worrying about it. We put the eyeball back in. It's got a really nice little slot right there. Sure. And now I am questioning how much I'm going to copy from that Yu-Gi-Oh card over there. And am I going to make a second one? Am I gonna do two of these guys? Is that really what he's gonna look like? Am I gonna take away his tear duct? Make it so that he can't cry anymore? Might do. Might do. Go a little bit of RX, bring that back, bring that forward. He does look cuter with two, doesn't he? He looks just a little better with two, so I think two's gotta be it. Although that looks weird. Something looks weird there. Is that the look? Okay, so new question is, am I gonna go like this? Am I gonna get super weird with it? Turn that sideways. Place him right there. Like up in that tear duct a little bit. And then am I gonna add a mirror across the eye? Is that what he looks like? Because that to me looks usable, if not a little disturbing. We'll grab our normals and we'll push you in a little bit to flatten. We'll do the exact same thing to you just so you can feel a little bit more real. We'll do a little bit of global RX. That feels kind of cool. There's something there. Is it exactly what I wanted? I don't know. But it does look good. I think the eyes are going to be something that I'm going to tinker with for a long time, and I might even have to sit down and like write like how physically do these eyes work, which I don't know. That's going to be a task. But maybe until then, this is going to be the look. Kind of a spidery looking thing. So I think we just want to go ahead and make him cute now. I think we just go ahead and seal the deal and start texturing him. And then I can get to the more fun stuff. I mean, if I continue at this pace, this is going to be the shortest stream I've done in a while. I would not mind having a short stream today. Just going to put that out there just because I have a little bit of work to do tonight. And sometimes when it gets too late after stream, I look at the time, I realize I got to cook dinner, and then I'm done for the night. Like, once I've cooked dinner, not a lot of productive stuff is happening after that point. Sometimes I'll try and hold off dinner as long as possible just so I can keep pushing a little bit of work out. Which I'm sure is not healthy for anybody. Okay, that feels cool. We got one thing to fix after the mirror is applied, but I'm not going to apply the mirror yet because I want to play with that first. So I'm gonna say we're like grooving here. I'm gonna say that's like something right there. This part is bad. Let's be real. It's bad because it has a square on the back when there should really not be any squares in a sketch like this. So we're gonna push that back, push you forward, and just take a look. Look at that. Beautiful. Cool. The will to, like, place, like, bomber on him or something is strong, but I'm not gonna do that today. We're gonna leave his curves as are. I like his little bit right here. That is a cool little curve. That has to stay. That's just, like, muscle. He's done. You're done. We're done. We're done worrying about you. You're done. You're good. Cool. Let's give him some substance. Okay, so I really expected this to take forever. I kind of thought this was gonna be the world's longest stream I've ever done. I had a real vibe of it, but I guess we did it. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna scale all of this. These eyeballs are really easy to fix later, so I'm going to do that. We're going to separate by loose parts. We have them both selected. We're going to set origin to geometry so that they can stand on their own, and we'll apply scale to both of them. Rotation might also need to be a thing. Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to, like, change this value without actually rotating it, just to say, like, this is the correct way to do it, but I don't really think I'm going to learn how to do that today, realistically. So we're going to leave that be. There's a part of me that wants to try and add a little fold under this wing, but I don't think that's useful. I actually think he's good as kind of a jelly monster. I think the jelly is sort of what's making this whole thing. So, you're gonna stay like that. There's a part of me that wants to change you, but you're staying. You stay as you are. You're beautiful. Oh, actually, there is one thing that I absolutely need to do, just thinking from, like, a survival standpoint. He needs a ridge on his back so that he can feel if there's, like, a ceiling or something above him. There we go. Much better. He looks a little bit dorkier with that, but I think it's going to be great. There's a part of me that thinks the eyes are, like, way too small. so x is going to be 0.25. Y is going to be 0, and z will be negative 0.05, which means u get to be negative 0.25, 0, and negative 0.05. Sure. Again, the eyes are something I'm going to struggle with forever, I think. I'm going to be thinking about these eyes for the rest of my life. So let's not stress those details right now. Okay, time to do what is hopefully the easy part. I say that, I'm about to get lost for an hour doing this. So we got like red jewel sort of eyes. Do I want red? What would be the most haunting color to see like floating in the dark? Yellow definitely comes to mind. Let's do some color scheming. Tell you what, I'll do the body first. Okay, so we'll do spore body. Okay, so that I think is the color I'm going for. It's going to be fully transmissive. The roughness is relatively high. I mean, that is it, right? That's the look right there. The only thing I might add is a little bit of padding, so it doesn't look so correct. Also, he definitely needs alpha. This guy is sort of see-through. I am thinking orange is the correct color for this guy. I'm thinking blue is not it. Thinking we're gonna want like that. I mean, that does just look really cool. Okay, so transmission roughness doesn't affect that much. Regular roughness affects a lot. So he's kind of like a jelly bean if we do that. So I actually think 0.5 is our minimum. Okay, so let's put a color ramp on here. And you will be 0.5 and you will be like 0.9. And I might reverse these two. We'll see. We'll add a layer weight as per the norm. The reason I'm obsessed with layer weight, obviously, is because it matches the camera view. I should learn a new way to do camera tracking, I think. But it just feels so right now. We will match that color up here as well with, like, something. I don't know what yet. We'll do a white. See how a white likes us. Okay, so I definitely want to add like a little bit of roughness to this. That is a little too clean looking for me. So I'm going to start with a Musgrave. We've been disappointed by Musgraves lately, but let's just give it a try and see what happens. We add that dimension, we lower that. No. It's gotta be on the normals. It's gotta be on the normals. This is gonna be difficult. Plug object coordinates into here, and maybe if I change the Musgrave to something, we'll get a feeling for it. Because that's not it. That's not right. Something's very wrong there. Let's plug in like a noise. Noise is always the traditional. I stray away from noise because I try to be so weird with stuff. But realistically, there's nothing wrong with a little crazy noise. I mean, it's a cool look. It's not the right look. No, that's not it. Is that really it? Is that just the way we want to do it? Just this simple little something? Because it might just be this. He does look good, though. He looks good with a little bit of color on him. He looks a lot scarier now. Okay, let's give you another noise texture right here. So if we noise texture straight in, we just get these weird circles. No, I think he looks best just by himself. I think we're gonna have to leave it like that. I might add a little bump to him. The bump might be the way to do this. A little bit of bump to give him kind of a less clean look might be the answer. I gotta learn how to make textures from scratch. That's like big step next, is learning how to make custom textures using like math nodes. I learned a little bit of vector math a few months ago, and it was cool, but I should really step it up a little bit. Vector stuff is a little nuts. Okay, that works. That works really well. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit, and I'm gonna lower that detail down to something that is usable. Like a 7? 7 feels good. Actually, let's go all the way up with the detail, and then we're just going to creep it in really slowly. Like a 0.4. No. Definitely want something like this. Just to give it little bits of and breaks. We just want those little extra like tension lines here so it doesn't look so straight. You want it to have, yeah, that effect. That sort of, it almost looks like when you get fancy chocolate and it has those little streaks in it. Little streaky sort of chocolate. Make sure we apply scale. Okay, perfect. Scale is applied. Yeah, it looks perfect. That's definitely the look I was going for. Just a little messy something or other. I don't want it to be so perfect. Perfect is boring. Done. You are done. You look so good. You look so good. You're telling me we made this in an hour? Ain't no way. You could throw this right in a game. You could easily throw this in a game. This could be in the next Metroid. This could be a monster in Metroid. It just needs an armature and like an animation suite, and we're done. Okay, let's actually give it some color now. I'm very partial to purple I actually think that looks really good. I might darken it a little bit to give it less of a feeling. I mean, that is cool as can be. Yeah, that is him. He's haunting. Good color scheme. Let's kick up that orange just a little bit with like a 3-5. And now we got to make sure that we have like no specular, no sheen. Clear coat's probably a bad idea, but we'll give it a try. Clear coat's gonna mess with the bump a little bit, which I think I don't want. Actually, makes it look a lot better. Okay, I guess we're keeping the clear coat. It was not the original idea, but that is how we're doing it. He's done. He is done. Really cool. Really cool little guy we got here. Oh, I'm gonna have to animate him. I don't want to do that. I just realized I have to animate this thing. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. Whatever. We'll get there when we get there. I could probably build a really strange rig for him. Oh, that's one step at a time. You gotta focus on what's right in front of you. And that's not what's in front of us. So let's leave it like this. There's a part of me that wants to add a little bit of a mission to this guy, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. So we're gonna try it anyway. So we're gonna give a mission of like 0.2. He's gonna look bad at first. Just enough to have a feeling, just so you can kind of spot him out in a crowd, I think. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. You win. You get to have an emission. That's fine. Now for the eyes. So, we're gonna do spore eyes. I hate to be this guy, but it's definitely gonna be the exact same thing as the body. It might be exactly the same thing as the body. But I'm going to hold off on that for just a moment. Instead, we're going to give him a color ramp between black and red. Red might not be the final color, but red is definitely going to be the starting color. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to build out another layer weight with a facer. Swap these guys around. I mean, it's perfect. It looks like a jewel. It's a perfect little guy. And we're going to do probably metallic, I think. Because I want it to be kind of a bug eye. I want it to have that feeling of, like, metal. I think in 0.5 might have been perfect, but we'll do a 0.4 just to keep it kind of nice and simple here. I think we got to put a little like pupil-y bit in there, but we'll get there. Let's go ahead and give both of these spore eye as well. Link that material. Okay, so you need a few little features real quick. First and foremost, we're gonna have to grab the layer weight, throw on a gradient. This gradient is gonna have to be white. So we'll do that just like that. Rabbit ears keep falling off. Okay, so we've just made the same thing as this color ramp somehow. So now we're going to put another color ramp on here and shrink it down. There we go. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Oh, he's going to be the cutest thing you've ever seen. He's going to be so cute. We've just made, like, a creature from Lilo and Stitch. This is going to work. I don't want a color ramp. I want a mix RGB, which I mix up in my mind all the time because you can technically do the same thing with both of them if you're careful, but I'm not careful, so... Okay, so if we're being extra crazy, we're going to want to take this and set the metallic to the inverse of this, I think, is the way we want to do it. So let me grab that and put on an inverse color of 1. Something like that. I might need to put a B-spline on here so it's a little bit more calm looking. Yeah! Look at that. Let's do like a 0.9. Let's get it really tight in here. So there's just a weird little eye following you. I could go ahead and probably also put an emission on here of some color, and the emission strength is going to be based entirely on this. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, we got a little guy. He's got eyes now. I'm like almost done, which is crazy to think about. It kind of reminds me of when Jake turns blue in Adventure Time. Oh, definitely. The little alien. Yes, yes, yes. I totally see that. I totally see that. You know what? Actually, now that we're here... we're going to skip this. And now we can just have this weird little light on here. It was a long meeting. Can you divulge all of your company secrets to us? Can you share all of the secret musings of your company with us? So we can corporate espionage this whole thing? Because that's really why we're here. I'm actually not streaming to get better at 3D modeling. I'm actually trying to do corporate espionage on everybody's businesses. Everything is falling apart and management is doing the best they can to make it seem okay. Okay, so business as usual. Every company that's ever existed on the face of the earth. Good to know. God forbid they ever admit to having a problem. There we go. Look at him. Look how good he looks. Ugh. Okay, so now I just need an eye color that I like. I almost want it to be like subtle. I think subtlety is sort of the name of the game here. If you barely see that there's eyes watching you, I feel like you're going to be a lot more creeped out. That being said, I think purple's the wrong color scheme. I think it's definitely got to be an orange. I think that looks perfect. You really like this guy? I really like him too. I'm actually like pretty pleased with myself. Where does he live? What does he do? Okay, so he is a spore. He infects the world and kills everyone. He doesn't kill everyone. He actually like converts people into really happy zombies. He's like a non-violent zombie apocalypse. His infection, I don't want to give it away exactly. Yeah, he's basically a zombie virus. The big thing about him is he infects environments. So he infects like forests, and the forest gets messed up, and then the things that live in the forest have to deal with that. He doesn't infect creatures necessarily. He's more like plants. Yeah, he's like a germ. He's more of a parasite, really. But I'm going to make his original home today. I'm going to make what he looks like. Why am I so dark again? I looked so good at the beginning of stream. Now I'm like super dark. Stream just has a mind of its own. OBS, come on now. I wish he was less shiny. I think that's the one thing I wish was true here. Okay, so it's not that. I suppose he's just reflecting the color of the world around him, so he'll probably be dark if you put him in darker environments. Looks like your camera is trying to focus on your twinkle lights. That's true, except I have autofocus, auto lighting, low light compensation, and auto sharpness all turned off. So I set my focus manually. I set my lighting manually. Why it's refocusing, I don't know. Drives me nuts, is what it does. Maybe a camera expert could help me figure out what's going on, but that's not the focus for me right now. Your camera is a brat. Yeah, basically. I love this guy. I love him. I'm in love with him. I'm gonna marry this boy. No, I'm not. You can't marry your own children. That's ethically very wrong. And I understand why that's ethically very wrong. Okay, you know what? We're done. We're done. He's done. There's a part of me that wants to change the eyes and make the eyes even weirder, but I think he's done. He says as he continues editing the eyes. He says, insatiably. He's so cute. Okay, I think we gotta do the dirty. I think we gotta mess him up a little bit. So I'm gonna give him a bump on his eye. Give him a little bop on the eye. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a Musgrave. I hate it, but it's the most useful thing in the whole game. This is a game now. And we're gonna throw on a Ridged Multifactor. Hey, what's up, CQDK? How are you doing today? Alright, and now we just add a color ramp. CQDK, I think I was talking about you earlier, but I don't remember what I was saying. I'm always talking about somebody. I'm always gossiping. It's kind of my thing. I'm a gossiper. No, we want that dark. We want this light. Okay, so I want that like that, and I want maybe a little bit of a B-spline in here to try and get that going well. I was obsessing over Minecraft, and you said CQDK should be here. That's exactly what it was. Thank you. Yeah, you were mentioned because you're the resident Minecrafter in chat. Okay, so we have these cracky little eyes. Lachronicity does some weird stuff to it, that's for sure. Okay, so now I have to mess with the pupil, because the pupil can't be allowed to exist in this little cracky thing. There we go. That looks just about perfect. So we're going to drop that strength down just a bit. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous he is. What are we going to name this guy? Can we name this guy? Be right back from CQDK. That's okay. We'll catch you when you catch you. We got to name this boy. We have to name him. That being said, I also need to throw on my Lacrinicity right here. The words that I'm saying are not actual words anymore. I'm just like communicating using strange language, so don't mind me. Okay, so let's put you on here. Not what I wanted, but it is cool. The way that the eye, like, does that. Like, has that little sparkly bit. Those sparkles are really cool looking. So instead of that, let's go ahead and take it and do an overlay. There we go. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's about the most intense thing I could ever think of. Let's go ahead and try and invert that just to see what it does for us. Wow. Oh, it's done. Yep. It's done. There he is. Now he's got his cracked, scary cracked eyes. Look at him. Wow, he's had a hard time. He's had a hard time in life. That feels absolutely perfect. How I'm going to export this into stuff is going to be such a complicated little task, but I'll manage. I'll figure it out. I think I could, like... Okay, what you want to do is have a Fresnel. This is Fresnel. Working backwards, I have a bump map built out of a Musgrave. I have a gradient, which is very simple. So I'd have to make both of these without the layer weight, put them together, and have combination... Oh, this is going to be complicated. I'm just thinking about how this is going to work in Unity right now. Unity is going to hate this. Oh, it's gorgeous, though. Once we learn to get this in Unity, it's over. This is the coolest texture I've ever made in my entire life. I can play with this all day. Yeah, so they're gonna hire me to work on the next Half-Life. I'm just gonna tell you that. I got the sauce for them. I got like the biggest sauce that they're gonna want. This is it. This is Half-Life material. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, well, let's take it for what it's worth now. Oh man, he is so good looking. I hate that the body is so bright. That's like my least favorite thing. That's the one part I'm like a little discouraged by. Oh, hey. Okay, problem solved. Does specular affect transmission? How does that work? Okay, I don't know how we just fixed that, but we fixed it. I don't know how we just fixed that. That was weird. Just like an easy fix. Welcome back, CQDK. Alright, we've made ourselves a little jelly monster. There he is. He is so perfect. He is my beautiful boy. I love him. Okay, I've gawked enough at this. Let's carry on. Let's make the Weeping Pillar. Just a little fish. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to take a nice big yawn so I can reset my brain. No danger, just fish. No danger at all, just fish. Okay, just thinking here. This is gonna be our little Spore Boy. Spore Boy, done. Okay, you get stuck outside of the Spore Boy. Everything else stays in the Spore Boy, and we get rid of you. Now we make some setting. Now we gotta make some setting. Thank you for the fish. Those look great on the scene there. So, for this, I'm thinking let's go with a UV sphere. I gotta really think about how I'm gonna be doing this. I think I don't want to do the UV sphere. This is going to be a disaster. This is going to be the worst idea. Before I end up freaking out and everything, let me just say, I understand what I'm about to do is a bad idea. I understand what I'm doing is a dumb idea. We're all in the same place here. We're all just hanging out. It's all okay. Before it ends up being just a huge problem, that's okay. Let's not lose our minds. Here we go. Oh no, this is gonna be so bad. All right, so we got the beginning of that. Let's just extrude it by 100. This is gonna end in tears. Okay, so we're here. Let's go ahead and just cut this guy a bunch. Let's cut this way and this way. And you're just gonna get a nice little slice. Just a spoonful. Just a cut. All the way up to here. Delete. Do the same thing right here, and I think we are in business. All right, let's do that. Now check it. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna throw a bunch of symmetry on you. And this should work, right? Yeah, done. Cool. Now I only have to edit part of it. I think I made my job a little harder than it needed to be, but we'll get there when we get there. Did I do this right? I don't think I did this right. I'm gonna just go for it, but I think I messed up. Boom. 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 Now, you. CQDK, how have you been lately? Sorry, I didn't ask you how you're doing. Have you been making art lately? You still keeping on? That's the correct size. And if I extrude individual faces, okay, so it's not correct. Okay, here we go. Extrude individual faces. Oh, looks great. Looks fine enough by my standards. Okay. All right. What am I doing? Okay, you're gonna make me do some stretches. It's always squat time. Is this gonna work? SX. GX. Okay, so give me one moment and I'll do some squats. I just gotta really think about what I'm doing here. This is really complicated for me. I'm trying to make something insane. GZ by -2. Repeats. Done? What do you mean done? What does done mean? What's done here? I do not understand. Okay, so if I did this right, which I'm hoping I did, I can go like this and make these like global sort of weird shapes. Globular shapes. If you look really closely, they look actually really good. Okay, so I've made something freakish. So now we gotta do it again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and real quick just go boom, 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 boom. We should have done that right from the beginning. Should have just thought about what I was doing here. But what else is new? The Death Star. It's kind of a Death Star-y shape, isn't it? I'm not against that. From Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars might be the most, like, referenced thing in the world. Star Wars might be the most, like, represented piece of fiction in the world. I don't like the way it looks, if I'm being real here. The idea was definitely a lot different in its execution, in its early days. There's definitely a lot different way back when. I have a different idea. I'm gonna keep this because this is at least somewhat interesting, but we're gonna do some squats and then I'm gonna try something new. I've got a weird idea. I got an idea that I think will work. It's gonna be a crazy idea, but I think it's an idea that will work. Oh, what a song. All right, time for squats. Squats are gonna kill me today. My back is killing me. Ooh, let's do it. Oh, that crack. I hope everybody enjoys my midriff. Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. All right, that's all I'm doing. Any more than that, I'm dying. Any more than that, my life is over. Okay, here we go. Here's a new thought. I think this is gonna work, actually. Fill just with a triangle fan. Rusty Crusty. So I spent all day yesterday, I mean not all day yesterday, but I spent a good portion of yesterday digging holes. So I'm a little on the rusty crusty side, as you like to say. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'll say 18 is a great number. There we go. That is gonna be it. I think I'm actually gonna remove the center part. I don't love the way that looks. Or a better thing I could do is cut half of these guys out. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Delete. And then they double. If I try to delete these, we have an uneven amount. So how would I fix that? Tell you what, new strategy. We want to add a circle of 20 this time. We want to bring in a little bit. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. 1, 2. Bum bum ba bee dee bee. Bum 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 ba dum bum ba da bum ba da ba dum. Ba dum bum ba dum bum ba da bum ba dee bee. That is gonna look crazy cool. You making game? Something like that. Not exactly. I'm working on a project. What if the project gets released or not, I'm not making any promises about it because I sort of don't care. It's just the experience of having done it right now, but I'm working on a project. Let's go ahead and delete faces. Let's delete only faces. Okay. Hide a squish fish on the thingy. Don't think I'm gonna do that. I will definitely put a squish fish in all of my projects though. Guaranteed. You can bet on that one. We've made a mistake. The question is, how do I fix this mistake? How on earth am I gonna fix this mistake? Okay, what are you talking about? Can you in vivid detail explain to me what an Ototop fish is? Because otherwise I don't exactly understand how that's gonna work. Yeah, how does this work for you? Okay, let's just delete only faces. It's not an explanation. It doesn't say anything. That doesn't tell me how to add that to a game. That doesn't say anything. You're not saying anything. You're just saying Ototop fish. I'm gonna decline. I'm gonna say no, I'm not adding that to a game. Wait. I see it. Too bad. I will not be guilt tripped into this madness. I will not be brought into this madness. That's so sad. Alexa, let's get a heist. Hey, double heist. You can just make a basket of fish and chips. Okay, I mean, that's what I was asking for. I was asking for an example. Fish and chips. How many video games do you think feature fish and chips? Can't be a lot, right? Oh my god, it's still a problem. Don't talk to Alexa, mine freaks out. Alexa! Playing my favorite song. There's no speed sketch option? There's not? You've never seen fish and chips? What do you mean? Have you seen fried chicken? How dare you? Have you seen fried chicken? Because you've seen fried chicken, you've seen fish and chips. It's the same thing. Also, why is there not a speed sketch option? Perfect, we've done it. Took a bit of trial and error, but we got it. We're here. Okay. Now, use your brain. Use that brain of yours. Yes, I have seen fried chicken, but no fish and chips. Yeah, fried chicken and fish and chips look identical. They look identical to one another. All right, we are working with weird symmetry right now, but it will work out. So we're doing 45s twice. This is gonna get really complicated. I'm going to do rotations until I get what I want. You got 20 points. You got a pro heist team. This is the best heist team thus far, by all equivalent standards. Okay, so I'm about to do absolute madness. I'm sorry to everyone's eyeballs for what you're about to see. I don't know a better way to do this. Speed sketch fish and chips? You want me to speed sketch fish and chips? Okay. There's no command. Why is there no command for speed sketch? This looks great. Okay, give me a second. My brain is melting trying to think about how this works. So I do have to pay attention to this part. There it is, this one. It's you. It actually does look nuts. Wait until you see it done. It's a ball? I mean, it's technically a ball. RY negative 45. So I've like reverse engineered a UV sphere. I've actually made a really interesting sphere object in there. But for the time being, all of this is going to be joined into one. We're going to come into here, grab all this, and we're going to merge by distance all of the repeating ones. This is gonna look nuts. That ball in the center might need to go. I kind of thought that would be easier to control. Okay, you know what? I messed up. I goofed it. Sorry, I goofed it pretty bad. I've got to delete all of that. Don't remove the small ball. I've removed all of it. It's all gone. Okay, now we're back to just this shape. This shape is a lot easier to work with. And now I'm going to Shift D it, which will give me something a lot more reasonable to work with. RY45. Everyone is very silly today. We're having a very silly stream, aren't we? Okay. There we go. RX to 45. Look at that. Last one. We're We're gonna do a little RZ. I actually think you're supposed to only do double axis, and I think a triple axis actually gives you something that is unusable. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Because I can't be stopped. Done. Every angle is accounted for. We have our ball. The inside is a lot more reasonable. Everything about this feels way better. So I'm going to delete segments as we see fit later, but it's all instanced, so I can come back and fix that later if I need to. Now we grab all of that and we merge by distance. 139 is about what you would expect. Here we go. I kind of want to add skin and see what happens, but yeah, that's going to be a bad idea. Okay, so not what we want. Morobo Stork, look evil. Are you a Morobo Stork? What is a Morobo Stork? Is that a hornbill? Also, you think I'm evil? I don't think I'm evil. Let's do a solidify in one dimension. And then if we add another solidify, will this work? No, it won't. It's a bird? I'm aware it's a bird. So is a hornbill. What kind of bird? What kind of bird are we talking about? How am I gonna do this? How in the world am I gonna do this? Alright. Alright, CQDK is maximum nuts today. That's what I've found out. How am I gonna make this work? I want to say skin is the correct method, but I can't get skin to work. Skin is like way too crazy. No, it's not skin. How am I gonna make you work? I've been jumping a lot and I'm feeling good. What do you mean you've been jumping a lot? What does that mean? Now, the default CQDK response is gonna be, I've been jumping. You know that's not what I mean. Yep, that's the CQDK response right there. Just jumping. It's not at all what I mean. If we extrude... based on normals... You know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not a part of this anymore. This is too much for me. Does that work? I'm starting to doubt whether this is a good idea or not. I'm starting to not like this. really wanted this to work. I really want this to work. You know what? Calm down, calm down, calm down. Use your brain, use your brain. Thank you. While we have it, let's come here. Go into edit. Just you. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna W and switch to my circle selects. And we're just gonna do some quick little circle select faces, and I think I have an idea. Theoretically, this should work for all of them, right? Yeah, yep. CQDK, what's your sugar intake look like today? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's higher than normal. Fruits are sugar. Does count. They're good. They're healthy sugar. I'm not saying it's unhealthy, but does count. Why did that not work? It didn't work. Okay, why didn't you work? Why did you not work? Why didn't you work? Why didn't you work? Okay, that's what I want. That is effectively what I want. Include boundaries? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wireframe. Include boundaries. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, yeah, so you're on a sugar high right now, is what's happening. Good to know. Okay, so I got so proud of myself for doing so good in the beginning that I think I stopped paying attention during this. So let's actually like regain composure a little bit. Here's what we're gonna want to do. We're gonna grab this guy. I don't want to do that. In fact, I should be able to just grab you all the way around and just delete just those edges. Yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. No, this isn't gonna work. Alright, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I thought about it really hard, but I'm actually done. I don't want to do this. The circles are too hard. I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna do it the conventional way. The way that I originally had planned on doing this. So we're gonna go cube. Trust the progress? That's very hopeful of you, thank you. I'm not worried about the level of progress that I'm making. I'm more so just trying to make sure I get this, like, perfect. So, originally, I had a plan for this. I don't want to give too much away because it's part of the lore. But originally, the way this was supposed to work is, oh, you could just circle select like this? Oh, this is great. Originally, the way this was supposed to work is these little things that I'm making right now are supposed to be objects floating in space, and they represent something. And they were originally supposed to just be straight axes, but instead I switched them to circles a little while ago, and now I'm doubting why I did that. And the fact that I can't make them is like more reason to just be like, yeah, screw that. They're flat, they're not circles. Circles don't really serve much of a purpose in this little sketch here anyway. So who cares? Okay, so we should be able to just pop these guys out. Whoa, not what I want to do. Extrude individuals, yep, just like that, again. Okay, this is gonna be a pain. Okay, we got more squats and stretches. A little bit of a goose. Just a mischievous little goose trying to get people to do some squats and stretches. Did I miss fish and chips? You did not. I've been very caught up in what I'm doing. You were also quiet, so I was trying to make sure you were here when I did fish and chips. But I will be doing them in just a moment. What you did miss is CQDK is losing their actual mind. And we're here for it. Can't complain about that. Can't complain to be here for it. CQDK has the energy that you wish you had? Same. Savor that energy while you got it, honestly. Tablet Genius, welcome back. How you doing, Tablet Genius? Tablet Genius, how's life treating you? How's your job? I have been eating a lot of fruit. Yes, you have. Okay, I know there's a more effective way for me to be doing this, but too bad. This is how I'm doing it. Okay, so we have a mega weird object here. What I'm gonna do is grab a bunch of pieces of it. So I gotta do that 6 times. 1. Come on. Come on. 6 times. You got this. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. This feels like old school 3D modeling. Back when I had no clue what I was doing. And you know, sometimes it's nice to feel like you have no clue what you're doing. Sometimes that's what the heart wants. The heart wants to be awash in a sea of ignorance. And that's what we get today. That's what we have received on this day. Wait, did I just do this wrong? I think I just did this wrong. Uh-oh. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I goofed it up. I goofed up just one of these guys. Yes, you need to be removed. Let's go ahead and delete those faces. Fill that. Fill that. Fill that. Fill that. I'm doing well with job feel the same. I'm still happy that I sleep well. That's good. There's always a silver lining somewhere. You always got to stay on the hopeful end of the spectrum. Life's about what you make of it. I think there's not a soul on the face of the earth who has lived their life and then they're like on their deathbed, assuming that they are given the honor of a deathbed. But like, I don't think there's anybody who's ever been like close to death and been like, actually, I am satisfied. I think most people are like, wait, I have more. I want to go parachuting one more time. I don't think there's a single person on the face of the earth who has ever been done. And sometimes I have to remind myself that so that it's not like, you know, so you don't get covered in like jealousy or whatever when you're like, everybody else has a cool life, what about me? I think you gotta remind yourself that there's people who just do what they do. There's no such thing as perfect. Ba-da-ba-dee. Is that all of them? I feel like we're missing one. I feel like I didn't count enough. Yep, there he is, right there. I don't believe in humans. Okay, that was quite a leap right there. You don't believe in humans, and CQDK believes in only humans. This is getting complicated. This sketch is getting really complicated. Okay, I have made a crazy object. This is my, like, doomsday super snowflake object thing. I'm gonna hide you. And we're gonna get the camera somewhere in here. Could I have geonoded this? Probably. Probably very easily I could have geonoded this, but... oh well. I love Zelda tunes. Nothing like a little bit of a Zelda tune. tell you what. This guy is going to require an array. There we go. And now one more array on the z-axis. Also, you need to be more than 2. You're going to be like 1, like a 0. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, this is gonna get really weird really quick. There is a divide between them. Where is that divide coming from? It's U. And it's this guy. Nope, it is you. Looks like a lot of Christmas trees. It's just a lot of Christmas trees. There we go. That's it. Done. Cool, so now I just got to get a camera set up somewhere in here. Maybe... like here? I don't want it to go too far out. So let's go like 9. Let's do 10 each. Okay, so 10 each. Okay, that works right there. That feels fine. So now we just gotta find the starting point for us, which I think is gotta be like right there. Okay, that's gonna be our starting point right there. So let's go find that. We got to camera to view, and we're just gonna zoom in until we find that point that we were at. I'm gonna say like we're here. Okay, so we gotta make fish and chips now. Let's make some fish and chips. Oh. Oh, that feels so good. CQDK is chaos today. You can't trust CQDK on a heist. You want me to scuff speed sketch fish and chips? This is gonna be a nightmare. I like how this is less geometry than most things I make, despite how crazy it looks. Okay. Let's go ahead and Google some fish and chips. Do we have a preference for which kind of fish and chips we want? I kind of love that. I kind of love an array. Can I put them on a tray instead of a basket? Okay, the paper boat thing, I like the paper boat. I'm cool with the paper boat. That'll work. Back to Blender. Here we go. Put a timer on. You like the thick fries? I do like a thick fry. I like a thick fry and I can't lie. Okay, here we go. Now, I have to remember that I'm doing a speed sketch, because otherwise I will be super fast, or I'll be super slow in the way that I do everything. So I am going to force myself to think like a speed sketch. There we go. We got a boat. Done. Now I gotta line it with some paper. Let's throw a little bit of paper in here. We'll do a little RZ to give it a little bit of weirdness. We'll grab it. We'll divide that a few times. I think they are steak cut. They are indeed steak cuts. I don't think that there's any cheese normally in fish and chips. I'm gonna say that's usually a no-go. I mean, cheese is good. Okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. What is happening? You should have collision. Well, that sucks. Hello, Evil Anno. Evil Anno, we are making some fish and chips to accompany an Eldritch Nightmare that we are currently making. So, just kind of par for the course around here. Just sort of the way things go. I don't understand why my cloth is not working. You know what? I bet I know what it is. I bet it is a solidify waiting to happen. Let's do like a -2. That's huge. -0.2. He's gonna stop for a snack on his way to infect stuff. True. You must stop for a snack if you're going to be destroying the world. So an Eldritch Horror with some Eldritch Horror on the side? Exactly. You get it. Okay, so Solidify was required. I want to say Dampening is gotta be like a 0. It's not exactly the way I want it to look, though. You need to have, like, almost no tension. You need to have almost no compression. You should also have more weights. Say, like, 0.8. Gotta get some fish and chips before the fruits. True. I can agree with this. Okay, so all we need to do is now affect the amount that is coming up here. Okay, so... I mean, that's almost perfect. I think that's it. I think we're done. If we're being like, hey, we're done, we're done. That's it. That's paper. Done. That's about as good as I can hope that to be. I might want to buff out that little bit, but I think I don't care. I think you're perfect as you are. We got a little basket liner. I mean, it's perfect. Cool. Okay, so now, fish and chips. Throw them in. Let's make a bunch of French fries. Okay, all right. Snaps for French fries. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up on that one. I felt very stoked about that one. Okay, so we need to make a cylinder. Basket looks great. I appreciate it. We're going for speed. Speed! Now I want to eat. Honestly, fish and chips sounds really good right now. I'm cooking tonight, so it ain't gonna be a fish and chips kind of night, but fish and chips does sound good. Let's do a little bit of a grid fill. Let's grab the whole thing and re-establish the outside. Let's throw on a little bit of subdivision and see what that does for us. It actually breaks it pretty bad, so I don't like the look of that. I can only snap with one hand. What are you talking about? Was I snapping just now? Does that made you say that? I don't remember saying snap, but sure. Extrude along normals up. I think the bottom doesn't matter. I think I don't care. So if I grab you and I grab you and I do a bridge. This is the messiest thing I've made in a hot minute, but I think it's gonna work. That should have not done that. Okay, something got really messed up here. Something got super screwed up. Red is losing it. Can't remember 3 minutes ago. Send help. I mean, when can I ever remember anything? Since when am I like a functioning human being? I think I have to just call it there. I think that has to just be my miserable little container. What are we? Just a bunch of miserable little containers. What is going on? Why is it so screwed up? Whatever. I don't care. There he is. There's a metal container for you. I royally screwed that guy up. I could have made that so much easier. I could have made that so much easier for myself. I don't know why I messed it up so bad. Okay, so let's add ourselves a little bit of an icosphere. Squish it on down. There we go. That is going to be tartar sauce. Done. Now we make some French fries. Let's make a perfect French fry. I mean, French fries are easy, right? We're gonna grab that. We're gonna go SY, make it long. We're going to cut it in two and separate the two out like that. Sure, that'll be the way we do that. No problem. Not gonna think any more about it. Okay, done. Now we add a subdivision. It's a French fry. Kind of want to give it more of the steak fry look, so we're going to do that and that. But otherwise, that's a French fry. Done. The whole thing could be a little bit smaller to make it look like it has more substantial weight to it. Now we hit apply. We go to array. I set the array to Z of 2. How many fries do you normally get? I'm counting it, looks like 30. So let's do a little over 30. We'll do it just like that. Okay. Apply, apply. We got all of this. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna grab you, we're gonna separate by loose parts. This is gonna end in tears. What am I doing? Now we gotta set origin to geometry. Perfect. I done goofed it. Tell you what, let's put French fries in an actual collection first. This is also gonna be called a collection called Fish and Chips. And we're gonna grab both of you and stick you in Fish and Chips. We're gonna grab that and stick that in Fish and Chips. Okay. I'm not gonna do squats and stretches. I realized I just forgot to do your squats and stretches earlier. I apologize for that. I'm not gonna be doing squats and stretches yet until I finish this, because I cannot stop to think about other things while I'm doing this. But I will do them since I forgot them earlier. Okay, let's go ahead and do all of this. We'll go ahead and set origin to geometry. Uh-oh. Why are you doing that? I have like the world's biggest headache all of a sudden. slow it down a little bit. I think I'm taking the bunny ears off. I think I'm like losing circulation in my ears, or in my head. I gotta rethink the bunny ears a little bit. Okay, so we have this setup. I'll take a little hydrate, I appreciate that. Separate loose parts. Why is this bad? Okay, you know what? I give up. I give up on that. Goodbye. Tell you what, screw it. Here we go. We got one French fry. We're gonna put a rigid body on you. We're gonna have this. We're gonna add a rigid body passive, and we're gonna have you, and you are going to be a rigid body passive. I guess we'll also do it to you. Okay, let's try that. You're definitely gonna have to be mesh, and you're going to have to be a mesh. Okay, that'll work. So let's go back to 1. Here we go. Oh, we don't have fish and chips still. Man, this is, what a pain. Fish and chips. I hate having to take things back. That's like the hardest part of all of this. That's the thing that like really bogs me down is like order of operations for stuff. That can become so confusing so quickly. Okay, your fries, you are boat, you are napkin. This is gonna be saucer, which is definitely not the right way to say that. And you're gonna be tartar. Okay. Perfect. It begins. I should probably get the orientation right before I go on some mass spree of copying and pasting. You know what? I think I'm going to do like half-eaten fish and chips because I'm a little bit worried how this is going to like sequence. Come on. You're all going to bounce really nice and it's going to be perfect. You're definitely not going to land in a straight line and just sit in a straight line. That would be absurd, right? That would be the worst. That would be the worst. Oh no. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to take some manual effort on this and spread them out maybe a little bit on my own. So we'll grab just a few of them and add some random little variations. Just little bits to make sure that they fall in like an appropriate, fun kind of way. That looks a lot better already. Just play out. So close. And I have to make sure I don't go all the way to 60 frames, otherwise it's going to reset for me. Although if it resets, I could just redo it. That's actually a pretty easy solve. All right, come on. You're going to be perfect. Just a little bit of rainbow chips. You know what? I'm going to say that might be it. We might call it right there. I kind of want to make the lemon slice, but I'm thinking I don't have time for it. Okay, all of you are going to get your physics applied, which it won't let me apply physics, so actually I'm screwed. Okay, well you can have your physics removed then. Oh, I overthought this way too much. I induced my own headache by doing this. Okay, let's just put some chicken on there and let's call it a day. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a cube. Don't make yourself sick. I'm not going to make myself sick. No worries. Okay. Let's do that. A little bit of RZ. We're just going to lay it on over. I'm not going to stress the details of all this too much. I think the more I think about it, the more I'm going to like lose traction for what I'm actually trying to do. So we're just going to bring this down a little bit. We're going to chill out. There we go. That'll do. Nice and easy. Okay, let's grab you. And let's bring everything up. Just to give it a little bit of that feeling. There we go. Boom. Okay, so that feels right. Now we just need to texture it. So, easy, easy, easy. This is going to be the easiest thing we've ever done. Not even going to think about it. We're going to go texture, checker. Do UVs. Boom. Look at that. Look at her. Perfect. Done. Set that to 20. Now we got this guy. We're going to make you that plasticky, waxy sort of material. Right there. Has a little bit of clear coat to it. It is high in spectral. It is super rough. Done. You are metal. This is it. We're here. You are tartar sauce, which, to the best of my understanding, looks like that. Is very shiny. Tartar sauce always has a little something in it, doesn't it? Always has like celery or some sort of green thing in there. Always looks like that. That's what tartar sauce looks like to me. So we gotta add a musgrave. There we go. Little bits. There we go. That's tartar sauce. That's my speed tartar sauce. Done. French fries. French fries are crazy looking. French fries might be one of the harder things to think about modeling in 3D. What? I hate physics in Blender. I hate physics in Blender. Just gonna put that out there. It's the worst thing in the universe. So if you paint a fry, it changes the position of it for some reason. So I'm gonna delete all the fries. Because screw me, I guess. We're gonna remove any physics from it because we're not allowed to have physics on it. I just don't, like, why even have a physics algorithm if it breaks everything? So I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear a little bit here. Instead of getting caught up in the very specific stuff, I'm just gonna go ahead and build kind of a scene out of this. I think that'll work a lot better. I think that'll give us a lot more of what we actually want to see. I think that'll look fine. We'll go ahead and just do a few more chips so that it actually has some body to it. It's a little bit of a crazy looking setup, but that's fine. I think we'll manage. It's so few fries. We'll say that this is half-eaten. It's half-eaten. That's fine. It's just a half-eaten fry. Okay, so fries look like this. They're this beautiful goldeny brown, set with a yellow. There we go. That's fry color. So now we need to add a bump. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of that. Is that gonna work? Yeah, we're gonna have to do some generative stuff to make this work. There we go. That's better. A lot better. A lot better looking French fry. There he is. Add a little bit of lacquerness. No, remove the lacquernicity from him. Give them like a 10. Lower that strength down a lot. And give it that second color. And then we got a French fry. Come on. Oh, baby. I kind of wish it wasn't so hard looking. That's going to be my best attempt at a French fry at this juncture. Why does it look so bad? What is up with Musgrave? Why does Musgrave hate everything? I don't understand why Musgrave is so difficult to work with. But that'll be a fine looking French fry. It looks okay. None of the other ones got it, but that's fine. There we go. French fries. Kind of a not good looking platter here. It is a breadstick fry. I would eat it. They don't look good, do they? That color of French fries is really specific. In fact, I should just copy it. I should just grab this color. You know what it is? You know what it actually is? It's not that at all. Oh, also, I got the French fry material wrong. It needs to have a layer weight, as silly as that sounds. As silly as that sounds, it's exactly what they have. They have layer weight. There you go. That's exactly what a French fry looks like. And all of them require me to apply scale to them. There we go. Now they look good. And they all have a little bit of transmission to them with maximum roughness because they have that oily sort of undertone. And they have a little bit of clear coat, and that's going to be the grease. There you go. Those are French fries. That's as good as I'm going to do with a French fry. There's a part of me that really wants to add like a burnt bit on the end of it. So I'm going to try. Okay, so they are way too glassy. Like way, way, way too glassy. There we go. French fry. Sure. It'll do. They're not great, but I have to move on. I have to think about my life and what's happening right now. Okay. Let's get that nice golden-y brown looking guy. Again, with a little bit of transmission. You're welcome. Shout out to the dude riding his motorcycle up and down the side. I had a feeling you'd be back with this one. I had a feeling. Welcome back, Pyro. Okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and throw on. Works for motorcycle guy? Kind of. You lost again? What'd you lose? Oh, the duel. I didn't even realize the duel was for you. I thought it was for CQDK. I'm kind of half alive at this point. My head decided I was done streaming. And I am rebelliously trying to fight against it. So that's where I'm at mentally right now. Save strength for tomorrow. Pyro, I'm excited to play with you tomorrow. That will be a real pleasure. I am very excited for that. Okay, so that is something. I kind of want it to be even crazier. So let's grab that scale and up the scale quite a bit. I want to play Keep Talking mostly. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It looks great. I appreciate you saying that. I don't think it looks that good. I'm a little not pleased with this right now. It's fine, but it's not like where I'm at. But I am trying to go really fast, to be fair. So I don't think this is indicative of my main work. Okay, so we're gonna want a linear light almost guaranteed on this thing because we're gonna want to add on top of pre-existing geometry. And we're gonna want the scales to be mismatched in an interesting kind of way. I think that's gonna have to do, as much as I don't like the way that that looks. And I will add a hue saturation like that. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do a color ramp. Okay, so we'll do this. What is that game? Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a game where there is a bomb and one person is in VR and they have to try and defuse the bomb while the person who is not in VR is reading them instructions on how to defuse the bomb. It's a stressful one. It's quite a crazy game. How dark can we get this? There we go. Okay, so that is pretty close to looking right. We just need to make it not look so crazy. And it definitely cannot be this, like, weird looking thing. The glassiness is gonna have to go. Okay, so it's actually the other way around. Yep, it looks just like that, and it has a really dark bit on the end here. This actually doesn't look that bad. I'm actually a little pleased with what we've made. Given how little amount of time I gave myself, this is pretty solid. I'll accept it. It's just like weirdly like not here. The geometry looks strange. But it'll have to do for now. So we'll do fish, we will apply scale, and we will say done. Weird like fake 3D. This is the kind of 3D that you see in those cheap like mobile games. So that's that. Done. Fish and chips. Over. So I'm gonna now get away from fish and chips. We're gonna go back to the actual point of today's stream. Good boy with his good eye. And we're gonna add our cube back in. There we go. Are you watching any movies recently? Yeah. Man, this guy riding his motorcycle actually drives me nuts. I've been watching, not movies, but I've been watching an anime lately. Where's my camera at? Oh, I see it. I see it. I started watching this anime called like Nagi Sano Anno or something like that. And it's basically about these kids that grow up underwater. They have like a magical ability to breathe underwater. And they get forced to go onto the surface to go to school because their school doesn't have enough people in it, and they have to, you know, still attend school appropriately. And it's just a wild show. It's very insane in how it's being executed. It's kind of nice. I mean, it's a cool show for sure. It's just a little like it's got a lot of love triangles in it, which is not my favorite kind of thing when it comes to anime. Oh, look at him. I like the show. It is cool. It's a very interesting show. I normally stay away from like high concept stuff when I'm watching anime. I don't like stuff that's so like, actually, she's a reborn goddess who has 5 days to kiss a man or she becomes whatever. It's like, I don't like stuff like that. But this show's pretty cool. It's got a cool little like balance to it. Okay, so now I'm looking at him and I'm thinking his like matting is way too harsh. So now I want to take this and bring this down just a little bit. There we go. That'll do. Now we grab this, and this is going to be called our... Stone is not really the right word for it. I guess I'll call it like metal pillars. This is going to be a little crazy. Okay, so first and foremost, let's throw on a bump. The creature looks cute. Hey, thanks, Scroop. I hope you like being called Scroop, because that's what I decided to call you in that very moment. What's up, Scroopy? This is my pathogenic parasite. How do I... There we go. Build off the side of that. Everything is now crazy looking. We're going to add a little bit of ridged multifactorial. I heard something about that, but I prefer watching from anime like Gurren Lagann or One Punch Man. What is that? What's the difference for you? Doing good, thanks. How are you? I was doing good. I gave myself a massive headache during stream. And so now I'm kind of beelining it to the end until I'm done. I wanted to do a lot more with this sketch, which I think might be part of it, but I'm not going to push myself to do more than I can do in one sitting, so all is well. It's kind of my fault. Yeah, it's kind of T's fault. The bunny ears really did hurt me for some reason. Yeah, everyone kind of went a little crazy on today's stream. There's definitely a lot of chaos today. That's okay. Chaos is fun. There we go. We'll do that. And I will add the B-spline just so we can have a little bit more on that black end of the spectrum. No, don't do that. So we're just going to make little tiny impressions in this thing. Actually, I probably should up the impression because I want people to see it realistically. And it's going to be kind of hard to see this. Okay, so metallic at high. Roughness we'll deal with in just a moment. That blue can be reduced quite a bit, maybe like a 0.55. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to have some mixed roughness. And again, it is going to be related to a Musgrave because I'm obsessed, and even though they kill me sometimes, Musgraves are where it's at. And throw on our object. So, we should have... yes. Perfect. We should have big old swatches of this now. Ba-da-ba. We'll say like 0.1, and we'll bring you down to maybe like a 0.8. Looks crazy? Thank you. Very appreciated. I'm just going. I'm just feeling whatever I'm feeling, and I'm adding stuff to it. I kind of want to try and reference these two together, so I might do something like this. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Something kind of crazy. Okay, so it doesn't care, and then it does care. So we're gonna want something more like a color burn, or maybe a difference. Yeah, that works. That is a look and a half. So now I can officially say that that looks fine, so we can drop these down quite a bit. Yep. Keep those really subtle. Really, really subtle details there. Just let them sing. Yeah, that is perfect looking. You can't even tell what's where. Very good looking. Part of me wants to try and pull this back a little bit and see what happens. Gurren Lagann and One Punch Man by genre are focused on fighting and comedy. Oh, you prefer like shonen sort of stuff, is what you're saying. I believe that's the technical term for it. There we go. That looks compelling. That is very compelling. Now we just got to get the colors right. Slice of life and magical girl is it for me? For me, there's got to be like a twist or something. There's got to be something big in there. I got to feel something by the end of an anime. I got to know like something happened. If a show ends with like, and we're all friends, I'm like, oh, I wasted my time. This isn't what I signed up for. I want to be compelled. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Okay. I have felt some really strong things from Slice of Life. Oh, I agree. I'm not saying I'm against Slice of Life. I'm saying I don't have a genre that I like. I prefer the way things make me feel, period. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles? Absolutely. Okay. Okay, that to me looks... Why is it so difficult to get that right? Isn't there a new, Dude, there should be a Crystal Chronicles anime. That would be amazing. I would love that. There's a new Crystal Chronicles, right? I want to say 100% yes, there is. And it's good because now you can play online with people without needing to go through that crazy service. I believe there is. I think it's on the Switch. I'm pretty sure there's just like a new, like, full-on Crystal Chronicles. This is nuts looking. That looks about right. Okay, without the orange, we have kind of a hard look here. I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay, you know what? Gazoon type, thank you. Very appreciated. Thank you for the bless you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do a mix RGB up here. We got another bless you. Wow, I'm so blessed today. I'm very blessed on this day. Okay, so one of these should be correct and one of these should not be correct. Hey, there it is. Look at that. Look how wild that looks. Okay, so that can be brought up, right? And that is going to be my symmetry now solved. Okay, and now we just gotta find a color for it. Which I'm thinking has gotta be the same color as this boy, right? Like a red. I mean, I hate to do like the default red, but it might just be the default red. And now we look at the metal pillars and I say the roughness. right. Here we go. Work. We're so close to being done here. You know what? I think the red is maybe a little extreme. Let's go dark. We can keep the red, but go dark. Is that way too chaotic looking? I think that's not what I want. Instead of this, let's do rust. Let's try and match that rusty color that we had earlier. Ba-dee-bee, ba-ba-dee-bee, ba-da-ba-dee, ba-da-ba-da. And then we're gonna grab this blue, I think, and also drop the blue into a rust color. That just feels nuts. This just feels crazy. This just feels absolutely nuts. There's a part of me that thinks, like, what if it was just white? Let's do this and make it like, let's play with this. That might be the one. There's definitely a look here. I feel like I've lost it. Whatever it is, I feel like I've lost it. Alright, I'm gonna invert this strength right here. Hopefully only the center line should be illuminated. It is. And now I can cut this mix RGB out. And now we can just add a little bit of a light source to all of this. So now the question is, what do I want the light on this to be? Immediately my idea comes to red. And then we're gonna just like darken it until you can barely see it. And I wanna say that to me feels correct. I wanna say that's right. That's the look right there. It has such a weird presence to it. No, that looks way cooler. That's 100% how we're doing this. Say goodbye. You were cool while you lasted. It is this. This is it 100%. Sometimes when I watch this, I feel like bad for not being able to do the same. I mean, I've just been going for a long time, my man. Like, you just gotta practice. And I think, like, focused practice is really the answer. There's something about, like, doodling that is really bad for you. If you just do whatever's right in front of you and you're not, like, pushing, you're gonna stagnate. And stagnate's almost worse for you than just not doing it at all. So, I mean, for me, the process is like, I go on YouTube, I find tutorials for weird subjects I've never known how to do, and then I just try. And usually I fail, and then I get on stream, and I force myself to try and remember what I did in the tutorial. And it just gets awkward and weird and upsetting, and I mean, how many bad streams have we had before we got to here, right? I will say, though, I feel great about this one. I feel really strong about this one. Yeah, you know what? I'm pleased. I'm pleased. We've done it. This is a done. This is a done deal. I like these little guys. I like just how crazy of a scene this looks. Maybe the one thing I would add is pulling this down. And then by extension, I will pull this down. And now, by extension, you need to be a little bit brighter. Ooh, he can get beautiful. Okay, that can be something, right? Like casting a spell or whatever. He can... Aren't you cute? Cool. I think I'm done. I think I'm officially done. It's kind of a bleak scene, but I'm kind of in on it. It's got a weird, like, brutalism to it that I'm a fan of. There's a part of me that wants to add another one of these guys. Am I gonna add another one of these guys? You bet I am. You bet I am. Okay, now there's two of them, just to push the color a little bit. That feels really classy. Just two of them. Just two little guys, just hanging out. One thing I'll add is maybe pull him around a little bit more. Just so you can see a little bit of a different angle from this guy. If multiple, then 3. Scroopy. Where would you put the third? If you put the third, he'd have to go way back here. He'd have to be right there. So I'll try it. Just for you. He's so small. Look how small he is. His eyes are messed up. The eyes get really screwed up at a distance. Okay, so we got a couple of little babies flying around in this, like, nightmare scape that I've made. This is kind of a cool scene. I'm kind of really into this. I'm kind of glad we pushed through it. He's so small is, like, the best part of it. Like, when I actually take the picture, you're never gonna see him. He looks like a shrimp. Okay, this is very Matrix. I feel very Matrix-y right now. Cool. We'll go ahead and get a render of this and post that somewhere. Kind of stoked on it. Kind of loving this. I'm just like looking over everything, making sure there's nothing I'm missing. There's more I want to do with this, but today's not the day that I'm going to do it. Probably not anytime in the near future. This is going to come back at some point. This is relevant. This little piece is relevant to something later. So we're going to leave that as is for now. With that, let me just take a look. Let's go ahead and send everybody off somewhere. Let's go on a raid. If you've not been on a raid before, it's free channel points. It's a lovely thing to do for other streamers. Come join me while we go for a raid. I am going to. It's funny that a lot of very useful tutorials are in English. It's not bad, more good because it can practice learning, but not like the information I get in these tutorials is 60%. That's tough. I get that. Okay, so we got Chaos again. We got some Rat Lord. We got some Niche. I think we're gonna raid Niche. It's been a while since I've raided Niche. Let me look up other 3D modelers first. See if there's any new peeps, because I like to raid new peeps. Let's see. Who do we got around here? I always love the people that stream 3D modeling, but they just like play a game that's 3D. That's my favorite thing on Twitch. Let's see here. There is some very scary streams today. There's some really creepy things going on today. You'll get the point. You'll understand. I learned most of my English through YouTube and movies. Yeah, pretty much. All right, Niche it is. We're gonna go say hi to Niche. Everyone, be on your best behavior. Go say a howdy hello. And I will see you all on Sunday. I'm going to be on Joe's channel tomorrow for a little bit of Among Us. So if you are dying to see me, I'll be on a different channel tomorrow. But on my own channel, I'll be here on Sunday. So until then, say howdy hello for me. I'll catch you all.